Alright, so we'll do the hairline again, right? Right. Okay, you can't just say if one side's a little bit higher, it's necessarily receding, right? Now, I hate to point out actors, but um, some guys like Bill Murray or, for example, right? Don't mean to be rude, Bill. I know. You can see he has a real high forehead and, right, it's way up there, right? I mean, it's not, right? And what's his name from Beetlejuice? Jeffrey something, right? I forget his last name. But he has a real high receding forehead, right? Sorry, but yeah, yeah. But yeah, no. Not trying to be mean to him and, point out the obvious, but you can tell if it's really receding, especially after 9 months of bullying over it, right? It ain't receding. No. Now, I'm not saying you're delusional in all parts of your life, but this one area, yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong. Now, what I keep explaining is confusing you is the left side, right? Is still within a parameter of normalcy. The weird side comes with the left, right, right. Mm, that's not receding. It's staying the same, right? Now, plus there's no pattern baldness in the back, right? Another thing about male pattern baldness is it starts receding, yes, in the front, but it also moves to the back, right? Not happening at all. And I'm 50, about to turn 51, and on election day. No, I'm not trying to put down people who have hair issues. And even if you wear a hairpiece, that's fine. It ain't my business. I don't get into your business, right? But I understand if you are. Some people prefer it if they had hair. Some people deal with it. Hopefully, like The Rock or right. I ain't saying he don't have hair at all. I mean, he ain't let it grow out in a while, and I don't think he can have the same hair as Hercules' character he played, right? That might be a wig, right? But who cares, right? If it is or isn't, you don't know. You don't know. But it's rude to say so, but you're guessing that with the hair he had in Hercules, right, was a little bit, different than you've ever seen it before, right? So it could be a hairpiece, right? But that's probably, part of the character of Hercules, right? I guess, it's not like we got a lot of statues of him. He's just kind of a figure from ancient Greece, right? But he could be associated with the angels who were trying to trick human beings into thinking they were gods when they were fallen angels, right? See, another thing about whether it's an angel or an alien, it is trying to trick you into thinking something you're not supposed to think. Now, like I'm pointing out about day 3 when God made the trees, right? The trees have to have carbon dioxide, right? And then in chapter 4, and day 4, it talks about the stars and the moon and the sun but not to worship them, not to worship them. But as it says in Deuteronomy chapter 4. See, the fallen angels are playing God to you. That's why they're confusing you, right? And unfortunately, that has to do with some of the laws they're making you follow, right? Well, the problem with not divorcing someone who don't love you is they don't love you, right? If they fall out of love with you, you're better to divorce that person than stay with that person. And maybe in some of it, Jesus is using sarcasm, right? Well, stay with a woman you don't love forever and never divorce her, right? Okay, it's like with him and Mary Magdalene, right? If she's cheating on him, right, got caught in the act, right? Because you don't bring someone else's wife to someone else caught in the act of adultery. You bring it to her husband to rub it in his nose, right? Or his face, right? That, hey, and we caught your wife in the act of adultery with another man. Now you got an option to stone her. That's what they're saying, right? In Moses' law, it says to stone such as these. This and so you're denying what that story is all about. His wife herself, because that's the first word John says when it says they brought a wife to him. Right now, did he personal pronoun it and say his wife? No, no. But it does say wife, right? Was brought to him, having been caught in the act of adultery, right? But some of the grammar between the English and the Greek could be just one word, his. I don't even know if there is a technical Greek word for his, right? Or hers, right? As a possessive word, right? Either. But if it says wife, right? There's only one other woman where the male had to determine what happened to her in the New Testament. And that's Jesus' mother herself. Now, Joseph still took her as his wife. And he uses the same word as John does in chapter 8. And he knew her not till after she had Christ, right? Or else James and Josie and his sisters wouldn't be here. And the rest of his brothers, right? Now, whatever angel convinced him not to stone her, right? Be it a local rabbi or whatever's going on, right? And she swore she didn't have sex with a man or any other character, right? You know what that means, right? He was divinely conceived, right? Only God can place a child, and this is why Thomas called him my Lord and my God, Muslims, right? And he's a disciple, right? That's allowed, right, in Scripture, right? To call Jesus my Lord and my God, right? And Scripture can't be broken, right? Jesus even used that to declare himself the Son of God, right? From King David's Psalm, where he said, I have said ye are gods and children of the Most High, but ye shall die and fall like one of the princes, right? Because you're corrupting men to follow you instead of the Spirit, right? Even Jesus acknowledges the Father is greater than him. But he's still able to be called by his disciples God, right? and Lord and Lord. And King of Kings and Lord of Lords, right? Now, the thing about the King of Kings is Isaiah mentions kings with breasts that can give suck, and out comes milk, right? If you read the verse in 60:16, that's what it's talking about. And that's something they're not showing you. It's a sealed scripture, even in the Septuagint, because they change it from shad to riches, right? Which is Yeshua or something like that too, right? Shua can also mean riches, right? Or he will save, or salvation, right? Depends on how you put it, right? Now, Yeshua is how you can say it, or the feminine form is Yeshu, all with a H at the end, right? Now, when Moses says you shall see the salvations of God, they use the TH or the T at the end of that word, right? Or it could be a double T, I'm not sure, right? For some reason, Moses doubles certain letters, right? And was a stutterer. And not all of them, but the D, the P, the S, right? The T. Well, you might want to study in the stutterers, right? To find out. And even ventriloquists can't use certain consonants like the B and the P, right? Because, right, my character don't allow me to do certain things, I know. But if I can still do impersonations or even do puppetry a little bit, that's all I'm trying to show, right? Because I know that might draw a crowd, right? You can do a lot of voices, you just change it and be a bunch of characters then. Okay, that's right. This makes it very entertaining. Man. That's right. That's just three different sounding voices or characters I'm creating off the top of my head without much whoop to do about nothing. I know. But that's all I can show you or tell you. But you keep bringing it up to where 9 months later I'm showing you the hairline's still the same. You can't make it recede just by saying it looks like it's receding to you. I understand. Seems like you're wishing it would recede, but it's not. But it's not. And I'm not trying to be mean about it. You are. You are. Now, like I said, everything I'm doing is guessing, Amanda. And someone with amnesia. Well, I don't think you came to the nail salon, did you? I don't know. I don't. I was focused on the um girl right in front of me. That don't mean you couldn't have came in yourself. I don't remember. I don't remember what all happened. And you and I did something for an hour. But why wouldn't it just involve her, right? But whatever happened, someone's hiding the details, right? And using my disability to act like I'm crazy But all that creates is a mild split personality, where at the end of it all, I still did the complete nail job and paid for it like a normal customer, acting normal mainly most of the way through it and just interacting with her in a normal capacity, right? Otherwise, until I realized I lost an hour of time, right? Then I figured something more happened, right? Not what happened, right? Like I said, the first thing I guess was, did I kind of fall asleep or something? Because the chair massager, right? I don't know, but you don't need to deny something, right? Happened if again it didn't happen, and I'm saying I'm making it up anyway, right? When you do that, you're looking like you know what really happened, but you don't want me to know, right? And the only thing I can think of, right, when I went back 2 more times and went to the bathroom the third time with me and the girl in the bathroom and did something, and you're trying to deny it, right? Okay, deny it. Still don't mean we didn't do something, right? If we did, but you're setting it up. You got her mad with you enough to do it. Me dumb enough to not know her real age, right? If she's 15, like you said, right? And asking her age, and she says 37 because she does, otherwise I won't be with her in the bathroom. But taking an hour time from anybody, and even if you're trying to murder them, right, don't mean you didn't do something more wrong than me and the girl. Even if she is 15 to 50, right? She's supposed to tell me that because I'm not tempted by just everyone I see, right? You gotta match a certain dream, right? Yeah, Caitlin and Megan might tempt me, but I don't mess with them. I'm just interacting with them as normally as I can. Now, if I go into the bathroom, I'm going to at least lose at least 20 minutes, including foreplay. Now, if it's staffing because Amanda came down, okay, right. I need to know that, Amanda, right? And you need to find a way to tell me, right? If your boyfriend made you do that. Because I know it wouldn't be your idea. And I'm joking around about it, but hell, if he ain't having sex with you, I'd understand, right? And blaming whatever's going on YouTube not to do it, right? He shouldn't do that to her to make her have to choose between someone who would just be with her, like me, like me. But I don't know I was with her, but I know someone interfered in it if she was. And that's either Daphne or the boyfriend himself, right? But you can't pretend if someone won't let it go on YouTube, it's about me and her. She can still come forward at a certain time by now and say something happened in her memory too, right? See, if not, you're just making something up despite what's being said. And nothing I'm saying is criminal, but could be a little bit misconstrued, but there ain't nothing you can do about it. Either. It's not sexual if you do certain things, right? As a step parent. One of them is if you pull down her panties and she don't go to the bathroom right away, you can make sure she didn't pee. Now, all it takes is her to linger a few seconds before you can do that too. Now, I mean, you don't just go from point A to point B, right? But once you take off her panties, she's supposed to go straight to the toilet, right? B, I mean, right? You don't linger. Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? No, you don't let it linger. You let her go on to the bathroom. You let her go on to the bathroom. Now, if she lingers, you gotta make sure she didn't already pee herself because she's trying to go to the bathroom. It seems like. to anyone of a natural parentage age, right? And you see her on the way to the bathroom. In story two. So if she is lingering more than 3 seconds, right? You got to make sure. Why is she suddenly lingering, right? Does she need to? Does she already peed a little bit or something? Right? You're not sure what's going on, right? And the other reason is maybe she was trying to get a bath and didn't know how to get a bath, right? Or a shower. I don't know. I'm trying to guess, right? Okay, I'm asleep on the couch when I realize she's in there with me. Maybe she's staring at me or something for a while. Trying to get my attention. So I go over there to her. I don't know, I'm guessing. Or she came all the way in there to me, right? And woke me up, and it could have proceeded from there, right? I don't remember all the details. But I'm still trying to help whoever this is. Which, if it's Daphne and she's trying to escort her daughter to the bathroom, you make sure I see her. Because if she lingers and she looks at me, right, I might wake up and think she needs help going to the bathroom, right? Like I could have done, right? I don't remember, per se, because all that wouldn't take long to happen normally anyway. Like certain mundane things, right? I wouldn't even think of that as something sexually, but Daphne might if she's watching. It still don't make it sexual. If that's all I did was put my tongue down there, right? But not touch it, not touch it. I'm emphasizing that. And I licked her one time, right? No, I was seeing if she peed and trying to smell her crotch area, right? To make sure. That depends on if she came to Georgia. From Texas, I guess. Or if she's already in Georgia, I just never knew. I'm guessing all that. I don't know nothing about them, right? I don't keep track of exes like a normal guy after a while, right? Now, with Sheena, because we had sex, and I don't know if it's not hormones or something driving her crazy or my shit thinks, right? But something's off. Could even be the two witness thing, and I'm thinking that. And I'm trying to get her to think, well, women can be prophetesses, right? In the Bible. I'm a prophet and you're a prophetess, right? The wife of a prophet. Hello, that's in the Bible. That's in the Bible. Deborah was a prophetess, right? Huldah was a prophetess, right? That's what I was trying to tell you in some of the letters, right? If that was this year, You can prophesy with me or against me, right? But if you do it against me and I'm of the Lord, you're the false prophet, right?